Am I in the wrong for not attending my daughter's graduation? I have two senior daughters graduating a day apart. It sounds simplistic, except one is a high school senior, MIA, and the other is in college, Danielle, and they're graduating roughly 14 hours apart, 6 p.m. and 8 a.m., and there is not a single plane for my family to take that would allow us to be at both graduations. Driving is unfortunately not an option, as I'd still miss a daughter graduating, so it was decided I would attend one and my husband would attend another. Neither girl is happy about this. MIA struggled a lot throughout school due to bullying and mental health issues, so for her, graduating high school is a really big deal. We almost had to pull her from public school multiple times due to how bad the bullying was. She has known basically since freshman year that Danielle would likely not be able to attend her graduation and has expressed that, though she is disappointed, she understands Danielle is an adult now who will not always be present for these events. However, after realizing Danielle's graduation falls directly after Mia's, and the conversation switched to which parent would attend which graduation, MIA has completely shut down and refuses to talk about the situation without crying. The main issue stems from the fact that Danielle will have two graduations, her graduation for her major, which is the day after Mia's, and her graduation for her entire class, which is a week after Mia's. I explained to MIA that the bigger graduation means Danielle will likely not have her name called or walk the stage, and that is something that is done at the smaller graduation. The entire family will fly out to the bigger graduation, but sometimes sacrifices need to be made. That upset her more. Danielle is also upset because she will not have her entire family at the more important graduation. Mia's response is always that Danielle already had everyone at her high school graduation, and she'll have everyone at her big ceremony. The family is split down the middle, and somehow I'm at the center of it all as the one person who can make the final decision about whether we miss one graduation altogether or divide and conquer. Edit. I originally left this as a comment, but some people suggested I add it as an edit. This is not the first time we've had to discuss the appearance of favorites to our daughters. MIA has felt like her sister has gotten more than her throughout her life, as she's discussed with us in the past, and my husband and I did attend therapy sessions with her to try to resolve feelings of favoritism between the girls. In early childhood and throughout high school, Danielle needed a lot of assistance due to medical issues, causing MIA to feel like a blast child, as she often puts it. It is unfortunately not as simple as one girl being used to getting both parents and the other suffering. They've both had to deal with that their entire lives. And for those suggesting throwing MIA a graduation party, my husband and I have offered numerous times. However, MIA truly does not like most of the kids she goes to school with. She has one girl with whom she hangs out outside of school, and the rest are school friends, as she calls them, and she explained to us that she would feel guilty having us spend all this money on an event that she wouldn't really enjoy and wouldn't have many people to invite. We told both girls we would take them on a big trip to celebrate their accomplishments, but we have yet to decide where. Update. I'm not sure if, with the rules of Reddit, I should be posting the update here or not, but I will for the sake of my own sanity. I have not been responding to most of the comments calling MIA manipulative. I would like to share that my daughter is the opposite of that. She is the most self-sacrificing girl I know, and she has always felt emotions very intensely. Giggle fits that last hours are common in our household, hence the tears. The silent treatment is something she was recommended to start doing by her therapist to give her proper time to process said emotions. I love both my daughters, and my husband and I spoke with MIA 2 nights ago after I posted this, or more so. I spoke and he sat on his phone silently researching ways to get us to Colorado, and she explained, through sniffles, that to her, it wouldn't be fair Danielle will get to have us see her in a cap and gown twice and she, being MIA, will not be afforded that. As she put it, the photos will be of me and her grandparents, no father, which would hurt. She loves her father very much and wants him to see such a big day for her. As of right now, MIA is on track to go to college, and we are very proud of her, but graduation is not a guarantee then. Hearing this, my husband was able to find a flight that would get us to the right side of the country extremely early the morning of Danielle's graduation. We will have to drive to a different state to get to the airport and then catch a flight, but it works, and then another flight to Colorado to hopefully land half an hour before Danielle's ceremony. We've talked it over with Danielle, and she is on board with the plan, seeing as our last name is towards the end of the alphabet, and she won't be called until later in the ceremony, meaning if we're a little late, we will still see her walk. For her, this is actually preferable, and she shared with us that she felt the same way as MIA, with me not being able to see her walk, and also felt a sense of guilt for taking her father away from her sister on such a big day. The girls themselves have talked about the situation, both understand that they will not blame one another for anything that may transpire, and they're talking about where to spend the graduation trip. MIA even plans on bringing her cap and gown to Colorado, so the two can take pictures together to celebrate each other. This is, to me, the best possible outcome. I had lost all hope in finding a flight with everything happening in the country and flights being cancelled left and right, but I'm extremely confident this will work. Thank you so much to everyone who commented. You truly helped quell my anxiety about whether I was being a bad mother or not. Hopefully, I will update again after the graduations.